We begin with late breaking news here at noon. A deadly attack on U.S. Capitol Police in Washington, D.C. You have been watching that special coverage from CBS News. Police giving an update just moments ago. We're going to catch you up to speed if you are just now joining us. We have just learned one Capitol Police officer is dead. Another one is in the hospital after a suspect rammed into a police barricade. You are taking a live look to what is left of that scene. You see that they have that area taped off. That car was what the suspect was driving when he rammed into that police barricade. We have also just learned that the suspect is now dead. And police say that the two officers were hurt when this driver rammed into that police barricade. We know that the driver got out with a knife, and the suspect was later shot by police and again has died. Both officers were taken to the hospital. That is where one officer later died. Another officer is still in the hospital at this hour. We are working to get some more information about who that suspect was. We do know that police are planning to go to their home and try to get some more information about a possible motive in this attack. I can tell you that police say at this point there doesn't appear to be an ongoing threat, and it doesn't appear to be terrorism related. Nancy Pelosi, the House Speaker, has ordered flags to be at half staff. We are going to keep watching the situation, monitoring it for you online and on air throughout the day, so stay with us for the very latest. We want to turn now to the COVID-19 pandemic. A big announcement today from Pima County health leaders and an expansion of who can now register for the vaccine. Starting on Monday, April 5th, anyone 16 and up can register at a county-supported site. County health officials want to remind you that the Pfizer vaccine only has been approved for people 16 and 17 years old. Those under 18 will need a legal guardian with them to complete a consent form. Welcome back. Your time is 6:14, and new this morning, a trial date has been set for a Douglas man accused of beating a toddler to death. According to the Sierra Vista Herald, the trial of Mario Toscano Jr. will begin on November 2nd. The paper reports that the defense team was hoping to push it back to 2022, but the judge, already frustrated over how long this case has taken, has set it for November. The Herald also says the 22-year-old is charged with second-degree murder. His girlfriend's son died from his injuries more than a year ago. And the Phoenix couple arrested after the skeletal remains of a child found in their attic are now being charged with first-degree murder. The remains of their adopted daughter were found after an intentional fire set at the home. That fire sparking after DCS officials removed their children from the home for abuse. The exact date of their daughter's death not known. She was last seen alive in 2016. The remains were found in January of 2020.
Good news when it comes to folks in Pima County getting that vaccine. Angelica tracking where things stand right this minute.
Well, Andrew, today would have been that deadline for the county to hit its goal of 300,000 vaccinations. But right now, we have surpassed that goal with more than 400,000 doses given out. That is 107% of the doses ordered through this week. Nearly 300,000 people have received at least one dose so far. That is 28% of the county population. 183,000 people now fully vaccinated in Pima County. Checking statewide, workers have now given more than 3.3 million COVID-19 shots. That is more than the number of doses ordered. We're told direct federal allotments to different pharmacies and extra doses in some vaccine vials make up that overage. More than 2 million people in Arizona have received at least one dose so far. That is 29% of the state's population, and nearly 1.3 million people are fully vaccinated. Things are changing by the day, by the minute, and we are continuously updating our coverage of COVID-19 and the vaccine on air and online.
Details ahead.
All right, Stephanie, we'll check in with you in just a little bit. And on this Monday, a bigger push to make vaccinations more accessible to those across the state. Cochise Health and Social Services looking to step up a program to reach the homebound and farmers. According to the Sierra Vista Herald, CHSS leaders are working with the University of Arizona's mobile medical unit to provide vaccinations to folks who cannot make it to one of the county's vaccination sites or a pharmacy. Cochise County is also considering contracting with another organization to help them out with that program. Over to Santa Cruz County now. Leaders say the largest vaccination shipment could arrive any day now. We are told that shipment includes about 4,400 doses. 400 of them are from the Johnson & Johnson, and then another 4,000 of doses are coming from Moderna. Leaders say they're also planning to set aside up to 1,000 doses for second shots. And at this hour, essential workers and people over the age of 65 are eligible to get vaccinated in Santa Cruz County.
And while no guards were injured, officials say a few inmates may have been hurt. Angelica?
Incredible video there, Shelby. Thank you. And we're also getting new details this morning on a crash that left 2 people dead. Tucson police say they responded on Friday night to a crash that involved 2 cars at the intersection of 29th and Columbus. We're told a passenger in one of the cars and the driver of the other car both died on scene. The other driver was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. TBD says the crash was the result of excessive speed and running a red light. And near Kingman, the sheriff's office is investigating a crash involving a train that killed 3 people. Just look at these pictures. Deputies say 2 cars were stopped at a railroad crossing waiting on an eastbound train. Well, when that train passed, both started crossing the tracks and were hit by a train heading west. That investigation is ongoing.
Watching KOLD News 13 live this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us here on KOLD News 13 on this Tuesday. It is 6:30, March 30th, 2021. Here's a look at what's happening right now. The Arizona Wildcat women's basketball team making history. The team now getting ready for the Final Four after beating the Indiana Hoosiers in the Elite Eight. Many across Tucson, including Mayor Regina Romero and University President Dr. Robert Robbins, congratulating the team this morning on Twitter. And the next stop for the Cats Friday against UConn.
A live look to Tucson's International Airport. A lot of folks in line here. Travel dramatically up here and across this country. That is despite warnings from health leaders to avoid non-essential travel. We asked Tucson airport leaders for numbers of recent passengers this year compared to last. Take a look. Between 4,000 and 5,000 passengers leaving Tucson's airport over the past weekend. Compare that to between 650 and 730 on this same weekend last year. That puts travel up here at home up between 460 and 600%. A live look outside where fire danger a big concern for folks today. High wind and dry conditions triggering a new red flag warning for parts of southern Arizona. That means you need to be extremely careful with everything outside from camping to driving.
Over to Stephanie now, keeping a very close eye on all of this. And Stephanie, this also happens to be Wildfire Awareness Week.
Yeah, you know, the National Weather Service has been doing this.
All right, Stephanie, thank you. 6:01, the University of Arizona Wildcat women still dancing here on a Tuesday morning and dancing right into the Final Four. How about that?
Very exciting morning. This is the first team in program history ever to make it this far, and they did it by taking down the Indiana Hoosiers. Let's take you out to San Antonio, where Adia Barnes and her team came ready to play in the Elite Eight. Early on, it was Ari McDonald here with the 2 points on the lay-in. She also had it working long distance, shooting 5 of 6 beyond the arc. Indiana struck right there with the Cats. Their lead scorer, Mackenzie Holmes, with 2 of the 20 points of the night. But Arizona pulled ahead in the fourth. Trinity Baptiste here with the 3, and she finished with 12. And with under 3 to play, a scary moment there on the bottom right hand of your screen. Ari McDonald twisting her ankle. She was limping and went down on the court. Did not look good, but Ari was not out of the game for long. McDonald playing through the pain, strips the ball and goes to the end to finish it with the layup and the foul. The Wildcats star finishing with 33, and the Cats advance with a 66-53 win.
And looking in their eyes, and there's a fire, there's a belief, there's a confidence, there's a will to win, and I love that. So I don't feel, I wasn't super nervous about the game. I thought, okay, they're going to give it all, so we're going to do everything we can, and if it's meant to be, we'll win. And you know, when you look in your players' eyes, and there's this look of belief and you know, confidence, I love coaching that. So I try to coach my heart out and do my best for them.
You hear how proud she is.
I know, kind of just holding back sort of that emotion this morning. And I think,
fantastic.
a lot of people are waking up like that. And we're also getting a lot of reaction on Twitter overnight.
That's right. Brooke Chaplin tracking it all for us this morning in the Live Center. Such a big night for them. What are folks saying this morning?
A big good luck to them. And the University of Arizona also celebrating a milestone in the fight against COVID-19. It has now surpassed the 100,000 mark for vaccine doses given, with everyone 16 and older now eligible to get the shot there, though they say they are in need desperately of volunteers. You can find a link on how to sign up for that right now at KOLD.com. In Capitol action this morning, the state legislature is also ditching its rules requiring lawmakers to wear masks in the building. The move prompted an emotional debate, with the Senate vote coming down along party lines. According to the Arizona Republic, Republicans praised the move, and some threw away their masks right after the vote. To date, more than 840,000 Arizonans have contracted COVID-19. Nearly 17,000 of them have died. All right, Stephanie, it is a big day. It is game day, and right now we are just about 6.5 hours, a little bit less than that, from the Wildcat women's first ever tip-off in the Final Four. The patches have been put on the jerseys, and Arizona ready to take on the powerhouse that is UConn. The Huskies in a real cat and dog fight, and we have live team coverage for you all day on this huge moment for Arizona Wildcat sports. KOLD News 13's Bailey O'Carroll live in San Antonio for us on this Friday afternoon at the River Rock, where the Wildcat fans have been hanging out. Bailey, how excited are the fans that you've talked to? And outside this morning, you are waking up to a very nice day. Look, you can see the moon there in the background. Get ready for that heat, though, as we are flirting with Tucson's first 90-degree day. Let's head on over to Stephanie.
That's right. She's tracking those temperatures. This is not an April Fool's joke, is it?
Unfortunately, no, not. It's coming. I'll let you know on what day coming up.
She puts the little smiley face emoji with the cool sunglasses, trying to put a good spin on it. All right, Here's a live look out to I-10 at Prince Park, Miracle Mile, and Speedway. Things are moving smoothly in each direction on this Tuesday morning. No crashes to tell you about, so that is the good news. If you are going to be heading to the downtown area, here's a look at that commute. We are seeing a little bit of slowdown right now, Broadway in and out of downtown, but again, no major crashes to tell you about this morning. Burritos and Bitcoin. Chipotle celebrating National Burrito Day by joining the cryptocurrency craze. The restaurant chain says it's giving away $100,000 worth of Bitcoin. This is happening tomorrow, as well as $100,000 worth of food. You can find the link to enter on our website and try to guess the 6-digit code. Each player gets 10 tries from 9 in the morning until 6 p.m. Tucson time, and correct guesses could win up to $25,000 in Bitcoin or consolation prize, a free burrito. From burritos to pizza, Pizza Hut getting into the drive-thru game, but you won't have to worry about indecisive customers in front of you. The new Hut Lane only for pickups, and of course a lot of fast food restaurants are making similar changes that minimize contact with workers. That just means you get your pizza quicker, Andrew.
It's all gone by the time you get home. Trending now, a new survey showing some of the most popular drinks to de-stress with during this pandemic. According to the Travel Awards Company Upgraded Points, Arizona's top drink, Jack and Coke. Mimosa tops the list in several states across this country. Some other top de-stressing drinks, margarita, mojito, pina colada, White Russian, and wine cooler. So really the whole spectrum here.
Do you remember at the beginning of quarantine when we first started hearing about the coronavirus and people stopped drinking Corona beer?
Yeah.
Or the opposite, a lot of people went and bought Corona beer because they were stuck at home, and what else were you going to do?
I mean, exactly. But now we've evolved to just give me something to drink.
Is it cold? Oh, it's not cold. It's fine. I'll just take it anyways.
It's fine. I have ice. 6:48. Your morning sprint's next. Stay with us.
Watching KOLD News 13 live this morning.
It's hard. It does hurt. My heart's broken, but I can't ask for anything more of this team.
Right now at 6, the Wildcat women beat the odds and come just one shot away from winning it all. While the team may be taking it hard here at home, They are all heroes.
And they will be welcomed as such this morning, as fans will actually be allowed into Arizona Stadium for the first time since the pandemic started. And it's all to celebrate the team and hail their historic run. All the details on how you can take part.
Plus, big changes at Arizona's largest vaccination site. Starting today, the hours are shifting so people don't have to battle the heat to fight COVID-19.
Good morning, I'm Brooke Chaplin in for Andrew Capasso.
And I'm Angelica. Hope you all had a great weekend and are ready for another work week because we are turning up the heat once again. Let's check in with meteorologist Stephanie Waldrop. Good morning.
Good morning. A beautiful sunrise out there.